Wow. So fast forward, the season's over. We're in the middle of the reunion. You're going to have another season. What happens day one of filming? You're going to come right in contact with her.
I don't know who's coming back. I don't know what's happening. That's under the assumption everyone's coming back and that, I'll be asked back, which, we'll see. Nothing, nothing's confirmed yet. But if it was that we're all coming back, I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, okay, let me tell you, Margaret. I mean, I'm not Andy Cohen and I don't work for Bravo, but you are coming back and Teresa is coming back, and everyone who is a main cast member of a Housewife, I can guarantee you, you're coming back.
I've had the best ratings of any other show. I'll put it that way.
So let me just go under the assumption. So let's go under the assumption, even though nothing is announced, right? Day one of filming, all cast event, you're going to come right face to face with her. Like, what do you say?
I can be in a room with anyone. I could say hello, but I could say hello. And that's it.
And she'll say hello to you. And I mean,
I don't know where we're going to be. A lot can happen. I don't know how much could really happen from now until then, but I think there has to be a lot of healing, and I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I have to be completely honest. I don't know what's going to happen. David, I gotta be on, I don't know. And it's not going to be about fighting, and I don't, it's not about that. It's something's cut very deep, and I'm not, people would like to say, Margaret, you're calculating, you're manipulating. No, I'm not. I'm brutally honest. I'm maybe painfully honest, and maybe sometimes a little harsh. But when I make up with someone, I make up with someone genuinely. I don't have an ulterior motive. I don't need anybody on the show. I don't need anybody except my husband, Lexi, my children, my mother, and that's about it. I don't need anybody to be relevant, to maintain my position in life. I don't need, alliances. I enjoy my friends. I love my friends on this show because we do have true bonds, but I'm not going to make up with someone just to because it keeps me in a good position. That's not my life. I like true bonds and true friendships, nothing just for show.
You do.
I do. And I mean that. And that's what I'm saying. When people act like, people say, oh, Jackie and Melissa are afraid of Mark, she knows everything. Well, damn right, I fucking know everything. You know why I know everything? I've lived here since 1991. You know how many friendships and people I know and place I went to? I don't hold things on people's head. I don't give a shit. I'm not judgmental. I'm not holding something in my back pocket. I don't care. I don't judge anybody. But with that being said, don't judge me when you have the same dirty backyard. That's my point.
And I guess it is possible we've seen Teresa not speak to other people that have, there's been seasons, not many, but you look at some other people that have had issues with Teresa. I guess you could film a whole season.
I also don't feel, we're an ensemble, and there's times you don't get along. And I think if she's really the love that she says she has to behave the love that she is.
Could you move past everything as she said to you that cuts deep without a formal apology, just over time?
No. Not even a formal apology. I think it's not even about an apology. It's I think she, in my point in life, I've worked very hard on myself. I've been in a lot of therapy. I can own when I'm wrong. I could be apologetic. I apologized genuinely to Jennifer. I can be honest and say that I would never say those things, as much as I can fight with Jennifer, we have, I never want to hurt her. I could be grown up enough to say those things. I think certain people have to be grown up enough to own their part. And I think the one thing she has to learn is that to be a big person is to own what you do wrong.
And do you think, let's just say, because it sounds like, I want to talk about.
It's bigger than what happened on the season. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's bigger than that.
Right. There's just things that are big.
It's not just about me. It's just it can't be so one-sided.
Right. And
And
do
by the
you,
way, I truly, and I do believe this. When I met her, I really loved her. I met her when she was in a very vulnerable place. She was only out of jail 9 months or whatever. Her mother had just passed away. It was very devastating. I loved her. I had a very big soft spot for her. Never once has she ever taken my side. If anybody looks back at it, she went on Danielle's side against me. Every fight I've had with Jennifer. She did with my first season though with Siggy, she was on my side, but I was very much on her side that year as well. So but even when she argued with Jackie, that they show you flashbacks. I was like, Teresa didn't, she doesn't think from point A to point B. I made excuses for her. I've always given her the benefit of the doubt. There's never been one time with all this time has she given me the benefit of the doubt or anything like that. And I've been very upfront with her, honest with her, brutally honest with her. And, there comes a point where I just have to say, shame on me that what is wrong with me that I have been so easy and upfront and honest there. And I tried to help her when I first met her in business and certain things. She thought I was coming from a bad place. When the paranoia is so deep, that's about her, not about me.
right. Right. And
Right?
so it's
like, I don't have that. And I have been burned. I've been burned in personal relationships. I've been burned, but I just don't have that. I just don't have that. And believe me, I've been cut. And I still don't have that deep paranoia.
and so it's not a matter of
I don't have that where I think anybody wants to purposely hurt me. I don't think, maybe she's like that because that's the way she is. I don't know, but I am not that.
And you think that even if apology is not enough, is there?
It's not about the apology. It's about, actions speak louder than words.
Right.
Anybody could say they're sorry.
Right.
Right? Anybody could say they're sorry. Show me.
Yes.
Right? It's like, I
Yes, I do know. I'm just basing it on when Jennifer says, know your audience, we all have watched Teresa since 2008.
You know what? I understand that, but you know what? Maybe it's time for change, right? She's got, everybody's got to grow.
You would hope, right?
Listen, that's life. You have to evolve. At one point, you're not, so young anymore.
No. And, to my point earlier about Jennifer, and I'm not saying you should, but, I asked you, is Jennifer worried for her job? People point to okay, Teresa had a problem with Carolyn Manzo. Where is she? People had a problem.
I want to leave. I don't give a shit. You know what? I'm not worried about my job ever. I don't think that way.